welcome to my channel. My name is Yasser if you're new here. If you're not new, then welcome back. I am on a consistency journey and I'm working on being consistent in different areas of my life, and I am making video to share the experiences that I have been working as I am on this journey to consistency. If you didn't watch week 1, I shared like 6 tips in helping you create a morning routine that is going to help you save time and be more productive in the morning. If you haven't watched that video, I will leave it linked down below in the description section and you can check it out. So for week 2, I have 10 tips for you, maybe even an extra one, on staying consistent in going to the gym or going to the gym consistently. Girl, you want to hear all these tips? Oh boy. Anyways, you want to hear all these 10 tips that I have learned for myself for this week 2. But before we even get into the video, I really just want to say thank you. Thank you for the amazing support that I have received. If you watched the video that I uploaded, like the video that I uploaded updating you on what's going to change with the channel and what's going to happen, I'll leave it linked down below too if you want to check that out. I was really hesitant to change the direction of the channel and what I am filming and the things that I want to share about myself. And I'm really like overwhelmed with the support. Oh my God. Like thank you. Thank you so much for the amazing support, for the encouragement, for like the people who are like we don't care what you share, just share, like just be happy with yourself and share that, like the things that are making you happy. Like that is like you don't know like how you don't know how amazing that feels for me. It really like feels amazing to get all that support and to get that encouragement, and it's just something that I didn't expect, to be honest. I didn't expect that. It's something that you want. I wanted support, admittedly. I wanted support, and I'm so glad that I received it. I'm so glad like for the comments and everyone who has reached out. Like thank you. Thank you so much. Before I make this whole video about support and appreciating support, let's get into week 2 and let me share everything that happened in week 2. But again, thank you so much. I really appreciate you for your support. So if you watched the last video, you know week 1 was basically focused on my morning routine. So week 2, I wanted to add something else, which is going to the gym. So what I didn't share in the last video is that week 1, after my morning routine, what I would do is exercise. So for week 1, I just exercised in the house. I didn't go anywhere. I wanted to make this as less of a hassle as possible, and that is what I'm really trying to focus on as I'm working on my journey to become more consistent. I'm trying to make things like not a hassle, sort of like just something that I just wake up and do without thinking too much, without stress. So as I'm doing that, I'm just trying to keep things as mindless as possible so that I'm not doing a lot of thinking in the morning. I'm not making a lot of decisions in the morning, and I'm just trying to work myself gradually into creating a consistent routine that is going to help me be more productive in many areas of my life. So week 1 was about saving time or making use of the time that I was wasting in the morning. Week 2, I wanted to focus on my health and just staying fit, because that is also something that I want to work on myself. I want to be healthy. I want to take care of myself by exercising and making healthy food choices. I'm going to say that this is personal, or like it changes depending on person to person or what your goal is. For me, my goal is to make sure that I go to the gym and also to just make healthier food choices. I don't think I eat a lot of unhealthy stuff, but I think I do tend to overeat on the things that I do eat. So that is something that I am working on. So now with all of that being covered, let's get into the tips and I'll share with you my experience with all these tips. So the tip number 1, have the right outfits. I'm telling you, it makes all the difference. If you don't believe me, try it. Just try getting the right outfits to exercise. So for me, one thing that I actually usually find uncomfortable in the gym is this. I I don't want them moving around everywhere. So getting the right bra, the right sports bra that supports me really well, that I feel good in, was really important to me. So I made sure that I bought those. I literally bought 5 because I do intend to be going to the gym 5 days a week, and then I'll just do my laundry at the end of the week. If you are well endowed in the chest area like I am, and it's usually hard for you to find a good sports bra, I'm going to leave the ones that I bought. I literally bought one of them and I just bought them in different colors. It works for me and I have that good support. It's from Amazon. I'll leave it linked down below if you want to check that out. So if you're a little heavy on the chest, I would really recommend getting a good sports bra. And it doesn't matter if you have to spend a little bit extra on that. It's really worth it. You should do it, especially because I think you can always get the pants and the tops for such a cheap price. I go to Ross sometimes and I get them from there and they are super cheap. I think I buy them for like $7. You can go to Fabletics if you'd like a really good quality workout pants. I love Lululemon. Like, I love their workout pants. They always look great and I feel super sexy in them. So I would definitely recommend those ones. And the tops, I think I actually went to JCPenney with my mom. We live close to the US border. I live in Canada. And we usually just drive and then we go shopping. We went to JCPenney and I literally bought, I think, 6 workout tops for like $3 each. So no excuses. You can find a good outfit at a cheap price and look good and feel good while exercising. It does matter. It goes a long way. Tip number 2 is set the outfit the night before. Like, just set it aside, put it on your dresser, put it, at the bottom, or is it the bottom of, like, where your feet goes on your bed. Put them there, just put your clothes there, put your running shoes right next to it, and just make it easy and simple. So that when you get up and do your bed, I don't shower before I go to the gym. I know some people do. Maybe this is too much information, but I do not. I shower after the gym, not before I go to the gym. So when I wake up and I make the bed, I just put on my workout outfit right then, before I go and like brush my teeth and wash my face and all those other little things. So basically, by the time you're leaving your bedroom, you should be ready to step out of the house and just leave the gym. Also, on setting the outfit the night before, make sure that your workout clothes are clean so that you don't have to be like, now you're digging and looking for like a clean outfit to wear. Do the same thing that I did. Just buy 5 different outfits and just put them aside so that you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's it. It's covered. You don't have to think about it anymore. I'm telling you, it works. Tip number 3 is select your workout ahead of time. I usually make sure that I know what I'm going to do in the gym the next day. So if I'm going to do like a workout video, then I will select a workout video the day before or the night before, and then I will know what I'm doing in the morning. If I'm going to be running or jogging, I like to tell myself how long I'll be running or how far I will be running, just so that in the morning when I get to do it, I'm not having to like make a plan again. So try to avoid doing any planning at all in the morning. Honestly, just try to avoid thinking. Try to set out routines that are going to help you not think. Like, try to be just like a little machine that you already know what your roles are or your duties are, and you're just waking up to do it and carry it out. Tip number 4 is grab a snack or a quick drink. Don't make a full-on breakfast. And by the way, here I am talking in terms of me. If you're like me and you start thinking in making a heavy breakfast, like, that is stressful for me in the morning, so I would prefer to avoid it. I know some people want to like have on a full meal before they go to the gym. For me, it doesn't work. In fact, I only just drink like black coffee before I go to the gym, and that works for me, and it's super quick and easy to make that. If you really want to eat a meal or like a full-on breakfast before going to the gym, I would actually suggest making it the night before, or like if you're doing like food prepping, those kind of things, I would really suggest that you actually just prep it so that in the morning you just literally wake up, warm it up, and just eat and step out of the house. Now, if you're in the routine where like maybe like you're a mom and you have kids that go to school and you still have to make breakfast for them in the morning anyways, then I suppose like it's okay. So if you're going to grab a snack or if you're going to eat something, just make sure that it's something quick and light and you can just be out of the house without sitting down and thinking of why you shouldn't be going to the gym. I'm telling you, those thoughts, they come. Literally, sometimes I'm putting my shoes on, I'm like, do I really need to go? And yeah, my big girl voice has to come and be like, yes, Yasser, you do need to go. And I had a lot of those, by the way. I feel like I'm giving these tips like I didn't have like a lot of like talking myself to like get out. And by the end of the week, like I said, it became just like a mindless process. Like I know I have to do it. So no negotiation. Like I said in week 1 video, there's no negotiating at all. You have to do it. You have to do it. And that has been the motto. I feel like this week is like every time I can feel my thoughts coming, I just have to be like, no negotiation, you have to do it, Yasser. Tip number 4, for me, this works, is do it in the morning. I think it's just best to get it over with, because I'm telling you, if I do it in the middle of the day, if I do it at the end of the day, things just always seem to come up for me. Like things just always seem to come up. And also maybe I'm already tired. I know some people that works for them, but for me it really just doesn't. If I don't do it in the morning, I know I will not do it. So I prefer to do it in the morning, get it over with, forget it, and just carry on with my day. Like it's like that just almost never happened. And I think a lot of like motivational books that I read or that I've listened to, like they always say like basically do the things that you don't want to do first, which honestly is the gym. I can't even pretend here and be like I'm always excited to go to the gym. I'm doing it because I want to be healthy, and I know that is an area that is super important to me and I want to continue doing it. But does that mean that I literally want to go to the gym and exercise? No. I love the benefits of it, so I understand that I have to put in the work to get the results that I want. So yeah, that is my gym experience. Tip number 5 is leave your house. If you can, I suggest that you actually leave the house. Even if you're going to come back and exercise in the house, maybe like after waking up and grooming a little bit, go for a walk and then come back and do a workout video if that's what you do, or you work out, like you do your own workouts in the house. I would really suggest leaving the house. I think just that little separation, it just helps you to wake up, like I don't know, like your day has started in a sense. So for week 1, what I was actually doing is exercising in the house, which was okay, but I think I was finding ways to talk myself out of it, and I was just not in the workout. Like I just wasn't doing as much as I do at the gym. I think at the gym, just when I get in the door, I'm just like, I can do this. And just seeing other people work out, I don't know, it's just like the energy just gets you, or gets me to get into my workout and just being like, okay, Yasser, we got this. I can do it. I made it to the door. I can do it. So I think just leaving your house, I think it's a good shift from being asleep to now being awake. I would suggest going to the gym if you can, but if it's not possible for you, then just do it at home and just go to just leave the house a little bit. Seriously, leave the house a little bit and just see how that feels like. So tip number 6, I'm running out of fingers. Tip number 6 is to start easy. One mistake that I made when I started going to the gym is I wanted to like go so hard. It's like I forgot that I was not doing anything at all to exercise. And when I went to the gym, I'm just like, I can do this. I can do this. And I actually found that the first 3 days, before I adjusted what I was doing to work out, I was just getting really disappointed in myself and just my body. Because like these are things that I knew that I could do before, but those were times when I was actually exercising more. And now my body is different, to be honest. And it can do less than it could before. So I think the first 3 days I was really disappointed with myself, and just with how much that I can do. I just thought in my mind that I could do more, and I just wasn't able to. So start easy and go easy on yourself. Really, seriously, go easy on yourself, because it doesn't feel good and it really doesn't feel motivating when you set your goals way up here when you can only do this much. It doesn't feel good when you fail. So stop setting yourself up for failure, which is what I was doing. Like I knew I could do this much, but I'm setting my goal way up here, and then obviously failing and then feeling disappointed, which really doesn't help you to feel like motivated, to feel like you can do it the next day. It really doesn't, even though I know they say a lot of things about failure and us learning from failure, and they're true. But in this case, I'm setting myself up for failure, and it is causing me to be demotivated the next day to go to the gym and show up for myself. So start easy, start here. If you think you're here, start here. There's something about setting a goal and just going in the gym and crushing it, and you're just feeling like, I can do this, I got this. Like, you're excited to show up the next day to do better, even if it's just by 1 minute or like one more sit-up or one more squat. Like, there's something about it. So if you think you're here, start here and then go up and up and up as you exercise and as your body gets better and gets more used to the exercise. It might take your body longer than 2 weeks depending on how often you're exercising before, or it might take you even like 6 months or 1 year to get to your body doing what you want it to do, or the things that you know that it can do. Just be patient with yourself and really go easy on yourself. It goes a long way to getting you to the gym the next day and the week after. So please be patient with yourself, be patient with your body, and really celebrate like the little milestones that you're hitting. Like, if you go 1 minute longer, high five yourself. Like, celebrate that. I think it's really worth celebrating. When I can run a little bit longer than I had planned to, it's like I do a little dance for myself. Not literally, but inside. Like, if you were to look in my head in the gym, like, you'd see that I am dancing inside and jumping with excitement. And if you have a workout buddy, honestly, do like a little dance and high five. I think there's something about doing embarrassing things in a group that feels good instead of doing it by yourself, because then you look crazy, or I think you look crazy. But anyways, yeah. Tip number 7 is join a class if possible. If there's a class at your gym that you attend, if it's possible, join a class. Why? Because a class starts at a specific time. If you're finding it hard to get yourself to go to the gym, when you have a class, it's like you're almost setting an appointment and you have to be on time for that appointment. So if you can find a class, sign up for it and just make it a goal to get to that class on time every day. And show up for yourself and be on time. Be on time. There is something about being on time. Show up on time for that class, say hi to the teacher or the instructor for that class, and just, try to make friends in that class if you can. That will keep you motivated to go and to keep going to that class. And maybe when you get into that routine of the class, if you want to add something later after that, then that is up to you. But if you're really finding it hard to get to the gym at a specific time, then join a class. Because one thing that I've really found helpful too is doing like little YouTube video workouts. So usually that's how I start my workout, is doing like a little YouTube video, or depending on like the space, if it's not available, then I'll start with jogging instead. And that has been really helpful for me. I can actually really see like changes in my body, and I can feel like the feeling of me exercising and doing those same routines that I could not do at the beginning has just been amazing. So join a class if you can. If you can't, try to get the gym at the same time every day. It really does matter when you're creating routines to show up at the same time, so that your body, your mind, and basically just like your whole life knows that at 7 a.m. I am at the gym and I'm exercising, so that I can leave at 8 p.m. and do something else that is on my list of to-do things. So tip number 8 is get a workout buddy. I am saying this, I don't know if it's really helpful or not, and I'm just going to go from my own experience. So for me, when I get a workout buddy, the trouble that I usually run into is when my workout buddy is not going to the gym. Like, if they're not going to go, I feel like it's easy for me to talk myself into not going. And that has happened in the past, where I'm like, I want to go to the gym, and then a friend of mine is like, yeah, I want to start going with you. And then they stop going, and then I stop going too. And I know like it's me forgetting about my own goal and all those kind of things, but I think it's just something where like if you put yourself or you put something in your mind that you'll be doing it with someone else and that person stops showing up, you also, or at least for me, like I should stick to like it being personal to me. I also stopped showing up just because I was, already had it in my mind that I will be doing this thing with this person, and now the person is not showing up. It feels like half of the thing is not there. So I prefer to go to the gym by myself. But when I'm at the gym, I see people coming like together, like in 2 or 3, and they have like a little team that they go together. I think if you're going to get a workout buddy, make sure that like for them, like working on their health and going to the gym is super important to them as well, and they're going to show up every day. In fact, I would suggest that you make a buddy at the gym who you see every day at the gym at the same time as you, and then let that person be your workout buddy. And your meet place should always be at the gym, not at anyone's house, because if you show up at the gym, the chance of you going back home without exercising just because your workout buddy is there is really, like, it's highly unlikely. And maybe try to set up some rules around it, like don't tell me if you're coming or not coming, you know, so that I know that I still have to leave my house anyways. And if you're at the gym when I get there, then cool. If you're not, then super okay still. So maybe trying to get around it like that. But for me, getting a workout buddy never really works. But I see a lot of the people at the gym, it works for them. I don't know. So maybe give it a try and see if that's something that you need. For me, I know it just doesn't work for me. I've tried it on many different occasions, not this time when I started this consistency journey, but I have tried it in the past and it has backfired on me. So I will not be getting a workout buddy, but I'm trying to be friendly at the gym and just like saying hi to people and just having like little conversations, just because I want the gym to be like another like community that I have, just because I want that. Like, I want to belong to that community. Like, going to the gym and exercising and being healthy, I want to belong to that community. I want it to be a part of my life, because being healthy and staying fit is something that is important to me, and it's something that I want to like uphold physically as I go through life. So I'm going to make myself a part of the gym community. I'm excited. You see how excited I am for this? But I am excited. I'm usually not a super friendly person when you meet me in person. So it's more like I never initiate like conversations when you meet me in person, and it's not like anything. I think it's just out of fear of talking to people, so I tend to not do it. But at the gym, I'm really trying this time. I'm smiling, like, you know, when my eyes connect with people, I say hi, and if someone says hi, I know I make a pause if I was walking, just in case they want to strike up a conversation. And I'm really trying to become a part of the gym community, and I'm actually really trying to like stay connected to the people that I see every day. I want to be their friend. I want to be their friend so that I can be excited about seeing them the next day at the gym. This is like, yeah. But I want that. So I'm really trying to be a part of the gym community, and I'm going to be. Tip number 9 is to track your workouts. You don't have to like make up a book and start writing everything, although that would be helpful, but really try to track your workouts. Like if you're lifting weights, try to track like how much were you able to lift last week and compare it to this week or the week after. I think those things do go a long way in keeping you motivated to go to the gym, seeing improvements in the things that you're doing. Like I'm saying, for me, like one thing that I find really important, or that is important to me, is running. So I do keep track of how much I'm running, how long it's taking me, and how my body is feeling as I am running. So I really keep track of that. I feel anything additional to that for me is just like extra. I'm not heavy into like weightlifting yet, mostly because I'm not comfortable with those equipments, and I'm trying to add little by little to it, but I'm really not like that heavy into it. But I am tracking like the machines that I know that I use more often. I am tracking like how much I'm lifting on those machines, and just looking at how much I am able to lift like the week after. So next week I'm going to work on really like tracking how much or like how heavy the weights that I am lifting are. I'm going to try and focus on that in the gym, and having like little goals that you can tick over. Like for me, like I say, jogging, I started at 15 minutes when I was jogging, and now I am running like 30 minutes, and that is a huge improvement. But I will say that for me, jogging or running has always been sort of like my thing, and it's easy for my body to get back into the swing of it. So that was actually a huge improvement. So for you, if you can add 1 minute today, and then maybe in 2 or 3 days add another minute, that is amazing. Or sometimes like what I usually used to do is like This week I will only run 30 minutes the whole week, and then next week I'll either add 2 to 5 minutes to my run time and just see like how much farther I go or how much longer I can actually go, and maybe like adding like different variations of speed. That usually is helpful for me too in keeping track of how much I'm running and just how my body is feeling. So track your workouts and actually have a goal of what you want to attain. Like I said, if you think you're here, start here. Start here. There's something about accomplishing something that just wants to keep you showing up and accomplishing it more and more and more. So if you're here, start here, and then, you know, extend the goal, like move it up and up and up until you can get to exactly where you want to be. But track your workouts, track your workout goals, and just see how you're doing as you're working out. Tip number 10 is don't expect to always feel good. I'm telling you, don't expect that it's always going to be easy to leave the house to go to the gym. Don't expect that it's always going to be easy when you show up at the gym. Your body like just goes through different things. Like one thing that I learned in like week 2, there's a day where we had wine. Like I had like a little dinner in the house, and I had like 2 glasses of wine. I went to bed really late, so when I woke up the next day, I forced myself to get out of the house. I woke up on time. I did like my little like morning get ready. I did that. I showed up at the gym, and my body was just not there. Like really, it wasn't there. But I like that I didn't give up. I like that I didn't leave the gym. I was there, and I was just like, you know what? I have to stay here for like the 1 hour and 15 minutes. I'm going to give myself grace and just do as much as I can. So I did go on the treadmill. I didn't run. I only walked, but I walked for 30 minutes just like I would normally if I was showing up to run. I walked for 30 minutes. I did a little YouTube video, and I did a little bit of like the weights machines in the gym. So I was able to like still keep my morning routine, but because my body wasn't in its best shape, I went easy on myself. But I really love that I showed up at the gym, and I love that I did the best that I could in the condition that my body was feeling. And I guess I should have added this tip as well, is take care of your body, honestly. If you drink, like I'm not used to drinking, so for me, if I do drink, it actually does affect my body a lot. The next day I just feel super tired, and it's not helpful. But like things like drinking or going to bed late and overeating, honestly, that actually does still affect your performance. I think overeating, like just all those little things, try to keep in mind like when you're doing all those things the night before, because you're going to pay for them the next day. So if you want to have a good workout the next day, if you want to show up for yourself, then try to take care of those things. One thing that I'm really learning is that your morning routine, like your nighttime routine, really affects your morning routine. So if you want to have a great experience in the morning, then create great habits at night before you go to bed. Maybe that's the next video that I will make, is like the habits that I have created for my nighttime routine, because those are helping me keep or maintain good habits in my morning routine. But that is it for the video, ladies. This has been a lot. If you have watched all the way, then you are awesome. I would love to hear your experience and the tips that you may have to getting someone to go to the gym consistently, because this consistency journey, it is a journey, and I love that I'm learning a lot. I love that I get to share this with you, ladies. I'd love to hear your experience, and if you have tips that might be helpful to me or someone else, then please leave them in the comment section, and we will be adjourning next week for week 3 and my experience in week 3, which has been again ups and downs, just like normal. That's how life is. But yeah, so week 2, my struggle was, you know, not keeping like a proper nighttime routine, and then that affecting my morning routine. Also, like honestly, like not feeling motivated every day or feeling great about going to the gym every day. But enough that I did show up. Like I said, I showed up every day. All those 5 days I went to the gym, and I was great. I exercised, and I was proud of myself for showing up. Have I been struggling with waking up? I have had a little bit of a struggle getting up in terms of, I don't know if you watched week 1, then you know that I don't normally have a trouble of waking up in the morning. But But what I'm finding is that I'm waking up before my alarm, and I'm trying to force myself to stay in bed till like 6 a.m. when the alarm goes off, which has really not worked for my body. My body is like, if I wake up, I just want to be out of the bed. So I think week 3 or like week 4, I'm definitely going to make sure that I'm just waking up instead of forcing myself to stay in bed until the alarm goes off. So yeah, that has been my week 2, and actually I've carried that behavior of trying to force myself to stay in bed in week 3, and like I said, it hasn't been great at all. But I'll share week 3's experience in week 3. But week 2 has been good. I have stuck to the little routines that I set up, and I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of the progress that I am making. But if you are also on a consistency journey, let me know what area in your life you're working on right now, and how has that experience been like. If you can share tips, please do share tips down below. We'd really appreciate it. I know I would. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for getting to this point. I hope I see you next week for like week 3 update. Have a lovely weekend. Bye.